they hurt me, you'd find out what made me angry. Then use it to your ability. Now you're trying to avoid me. You're the big problem here, a bully to many for so many years. Now shut your mouth, close your ears. Never learned your lesson and nobody cares. That's what you're here for, here to make me miserable. I know you get joy out of it. You hurt me but call me the same names again. You know I never liked them, and that's so unforgivable. I know you ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again. You ruined my childhood. You hurt me and do it all over again.
everyone, this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are picking up with the noble house of Ciccar in the kingdom of Ciccar. Now guys, I realize that it has been like almost a month since we last saw our wonderful witches, and that's because I was just so excited to play with my fairy Amazon like in The Sims 3. I was so excited for the Vampire Amazon series that my attention and my motivation was entirely on that front of the channel. So this kind of took a bit of a back seat. But you guys have one of my new channel members to thank. Yuna Suzu, who recently joined the community. Thank you so much. Not as in the channel community. She's been around for like ages and ages, but she recently became a channel member. So on the channel, in my second tier of memberships, you can claim a potion every month to use on any character across a Sims 4 series. And they decided to use it on Luther in this series, which is why I finally came back to an episode with these guys. Otherwise, who knows? I might have dilly-dallied a little bit longer elsewhere, to be honest. But I'm going to go ahead and explain the mini movie that we saw, because it was a little different from what we normally have. Normally, we kind of have the mini movies focused on the family that we are going to play, but this time around it was a little bit different. So, like I said, that's because Yuna Suzu went ahead, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your support. Went ahead and claimed the potion of transcendent charmer to be used on Luther. So I figured I should probably get moving and make an episode of this. And so I focused the mini movie on, what happened with Luther when he took that potion, or, his motivation for going ahead and doing that. So we began in the mini movie with High King Owain in the palace of Eodja and High King Luther, who went there to basically ask Owain for a potion. He said he requires a potion, and Owain was happy to help. He asked what kind of potion you're looking for, and he said a potion of transcendent charmer. And then Owain thought about it, and he was like, that's a powerful potion. Who do you plan to use it on? And Luther replied, my wife. Not that I feel it should matter to you. And then Owain was like, okay, well, I guess you have your privacy, but fine. Consider it a service done. I will do this for you. I will make this potion. So then, and this took me a while in game because I actually had to slog with my High King Owain to get him to a rank high enough to be able to even experiment and learn how to make the potion of transcendent charmer. So went ahead, did that, and we kind of saw bits and pieces of it in the mini movie. He was, busy trying to make the potion, doing a bit of research, experimenting, and then the final stage of making the potion was to get the charmed water from the magic realm to enchant, or was it bewitch, I think, the drinker's target. So after all of that, he managed to finish making his potion of transcendent charmer, and then that potion was given to Luther, who drank it in the magic realm. But just before he drank it, he was sitting there thinking about, why he's going to go ahead and do this thing, like why he needs the potion. Basically, now that the triplets are born, he wants to have his perfect family, and he feels as though the best way to ensure Samara's love for him and to protect their marriage is to go ahead and use this potion on her so that she is completely and utterly in love with him. So he went ahead and drank the potion, and then he invited Samara to spend some time with him in the magic realm. And while they were spending time together, he said that he had something that he wanted to say to her. And then in, the witch language, the incantation that was going to trigger this potion, he said, Nelveniri Desia. For a second there, I was like, what am I saying? Yes, I have notes next to me. But Nelveniri Desia. And basically, the translation for that is, my love for you and your love mine. So essentially that was the incantation that made her fall in love with him, or extremely fall in love with him, practically give her heart to him. And that's what she said. She said, Luther, you have my heart. And then he said, and I am glad that I do. So That's what happened in the mini movie. And there was even a section when Owain, like after he finished making the potion, he was kind of talking to himself and he was saying, okay, finally the potion's done, but to use it on one's own wife, that's just trickery and a lie, right? Because, I mean, he is a, what do we call it? A leggy? Is that what we call alchemists? I think we do. He's a leggy. And even as a leggy, he hasn't used any of those potions on his wife, right? Like, the leggies kind of usually know that these powerful potions, you don't mess with them when it comes to things like this or huge things like this. If anything, maybe you use it, on someone outside the house, but also you probably wouldn't use a potion that is as serious as this. But in the end, he was like, well, it's not my business anyways. So I feel as though we've kind of been, at least I have been, shipping Samara and, I keep wanting to call him Vex, and Luther. And some of you have been pointing out that it's interesting Samara and Luther ended up together because Samara's older sister, who died, I think her name was Veronica, she had a crush on Luther's father, Vex, when they were young. But anyways, I feel like for a lot of you, it was an unexpected pairing because you didn't realize I was going to do cross-generational stuff, and in the end I decided that yes, I would, if and when it suits the story. But went ahead, did that, and I've been shipping them and hoping that they have a really good life together and a happy life together. And, I mean, we've had some, I feel like, romantic problems on Samara's side because she's not fully there. And obviously, Luther doesn't know this. It's Luther's own anxieties and his own desires that is making him use this potion on her. But I wonder what the consequence of that will be. Like, will it actually ensure that he's going to have a happy family, or is it going to be something that continues to slip away from him because it was never his to begin with? Also, just so you guys know, the way I decided who he would use, once he had drunk the potion, who he would interact with and use that power on, the way I decided that was looking at his whims at the time. So I kind of made my mind up that whoever he has a whim for after he drinks the potion, I'm going to just make him use it on that person. And thankfully, he had a whim for Samara, so he ended up using it on Samara. But if he had a whim for someone else, I would have gone for it. So yeah, that's kind of my reasoning behind who he used it on and why he used it that way. But okay. If you're Yunisuzu, let me know what you thought about how your potion was used. I'm really excited to see your opinion. And also for everyone else. It was kind of fun to do that and jump in, especially because this is like one of those potions that I typically will not ever use unless one of my channel members request it. But okay, let's dive into the episode because yes, that aside, I mean, that is something that is happening with the royal family of Ciccar. We are here with a noble family of Ciccar. And this noble family is starting off on a pretty sad note, as you can see, because our little girl here, she's having to, I wouldn't say goodbye, because her Kotian has been gone, unfortunately. I feel like for an episode or two now, we might have gotten a notification, went over my head. But I'm pretty sure at the end of the previous episode, I realized that he was missing. Anyways, we went ahead and put his ashes outside, so we did set up a place where the sisters can have their deceased. So his ghost is wandering around the estate at night, and he's chatting with his heir and daughter, who cannot take over the role of High Lady because she is still a child. In which society, you can only take over the role once you are a teen, if, like, you know, your head parent is deceased. So right now, the House of Ciccar is kind of struggling socially because they don't actually have a High Lord. They have a Lady Daphne, but they don't have a High Lord. So this kind of pulled up my heartstrings when I saw these two together, because I feel like Diamond, I don't know, I always felt like Diamond wasn't really the best father maybe, but look at this. His ghost is literally next to his daughter while she's doing something on the activity table, and it just feels so sweet. And, you know, it looks like, I mean, she's so happy talking to his ghost, and he looks like he's actually quite interested in what she's doing, and, you know, part of him actually, he looks so sad. Like he wants to be with her. This is so So heart-wrenching. Oh my goodness. And here comes Daphne. Here comes Daphne. Like, she's chatting with him too. Oh my goodness. I can kind of see, though, the mother's like, who are you talking to? What are you saying? Like, what's going on? You sound crazy, child. And she's like, no, I'm talking to Kotyan. He's right there, Nalka. He's right there. I'm talking to him. She's like, no, you're not. You're going crazy. What are you saying? I can't see anything. I can't hear anything. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It doesn't seem as though, like, do you think is Daphne interacting with him too? I don't know. Is she? Is this family one of those families that are like so attached to the High Lord and so dependent on him? Because I haven't seen this with any of the other noble families who had members die. They're just so attached to him that they're starting to see his ghost around the place, but also he is so attached to his position that his ghost cannot leave his family alone. But I don't know, that situation there, it almost felt to me as though Daphne couldn't see the ghost. I haven't seen Daphne interact with him yet, so I'm going to assume she hasn't seen the ghost. And it feels as though Serena is the only one who's like seeing the ghost of a Kotyan. And, oh, and their wedding portrait! Oh my goodness, this is so sad. But yeah, Serena, jeez. Serena just, you know, the Kotyan's right there and she's talking with him and she can't understand why Hanalka can't see him as well. Or do you think Daphne can and Daphne is just hiding it from her daughter so that, you know, her daughter doesn't end up going crazy? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But let's get Serena. Serena is so cute, by the way. She's so cute. Okay, we need to go grab her some food. Is any of this good? Grab some pasta primavera. I want to take a look at her, though, because I don't know if we've had a good look at her. I don't know if we have. I feel like that would be good. But she is, like, so adorable. I swear, all the kids look so adorable after the, like, gene update. Seriously, they look too cute. Too cute. Okay, hold on, child. Hold on. Let us take a good look at you. Look at this, guys. Look at this precious, precious little girl. What color eyes do you have? Are those light blue eyes or are those green eyes? I can't tell. I am not entirely sure. What color eyes does your mother have? Your mother has... Open your eyes, Daphne! Okay, she has, I think... Are those light blue eyes? What color? Oh, he's a ghost. I can't check his eyes. But yeah, I think she's got light blue eyes. I think she does. I think she does. I'm getting a little bit confused because, like, the witches here have slightly different eye colors to my vampires in Vampire Amazon. But the Vampire Amazons, they have a green, a blue, and a mint. So this kind of looks like a mint to me, but I don't think these guys have a mint. I think they just have a green and a blue. Well, I think they have light blue, dark blue, and green. So I'm assuming this is the light blue. Anyways, she's so cute. She's, like, so adorable. But let's go down. Let's go have your pasta primavera. And we have no magic animals in this estate. Like, none whatsoever. And because Daphne, like, you know, Daphne and Serena, neither of them have a trait that loves animals or, you know, hounds or felines, then I haven't given them a magic companion. But in the future... See, look, now she's going back to chat with a Kotyan. Guys, my heart. How is her relationship with the parents? She had, like, equal relationship to her Nalka and her Kotyan, but this is kind of sad. Actually, how did this child grow up? Because her father was evil, her mother is mean. Like, how is she functioning? What is her trait? Is she being... Look at this! Now she's being... Excuse me. He yelled at her. What is her trait? She's a genius. Okay. So she's strong. What am I saying? That made no sense. That made no sense. I was gonna say she's mentally strong. But yeah, she's a genius. She's intelligent. Sorry, that's what I meant. I don't know what I was going on about. She is intelligent. And she's intelligent enough to not be emotional about certain things. Now, time will tell us whether this is emotional control or kind of like evil genius, psycho, you know, no emotion whatsoever. We don't know that yet. I mean, look at her. She's got a pretty pissed off face because her Kotian, who she wanted to speak to, her Kotian's ghost yelled at her, so she's like not having it right now. But also, I feel like if Daphne was treating Serena as though there is no ghost there, like what is she going on about? Why is she talking that way? Why is she acting that way? Like people are gonna think she's crazy, then I feel like even though Serena can see her Kotian's ghost, she would act like she can't, or she won't talk to Hanalka about it because she's obviously smart enough to know that people think you're a bit cuckoo if that's what you're doing and that's what you're saying. Interesting. And what's this? Chat with King Luther. High King Luther. Well, fair enough. He is your High King, so I can understand that you would be intrigued about what he's doing. And also, you need to... you can woohoo with a ghost. What? But yes, you need to clean these things. You need to repair the stuff around the estate. These guys were awake all through the night because the daughter's acting crazy. But we definitely want to invite over High King Luther. And in case you guys were curious, this is where we have the urns. Dislikes handiness? Why not? That does sound like a very Daphne thing. But yes, we have the urn of Lord Diamond Ciccar right over here. Actually, can we... yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Actually, High Lord of Ciccar. There we go. There we go. Nice. But she's going to repair a bunch of things. We want to invite over Luther, although it is a bit early right now, so I don't know if he would be bothered to come. And maybe let's do some cooking. Actually, let's invite Luther over and then do some cooking. So we'll invite Luther. You don't really have a good relationship with your High King. In fact, he has a slightly bad impression of you, which is probably not good. You want to be in his good books. So, yeah, should probably, you know, get a move on with that. But, she's, like, at the end of her life, and Serena, how long does Serena have before she ages up? 17 days, okay. Well, not too long, but still. She's got a bit of time before she ages up, and... Child, sleep. Sleep in your bed. Just go sleep. Actually. Oh my goodness, this is scary. This bed is like still assigned to Serena's grandmother, Lady Alicent. Wow. Okay, but no, it should be your bed now. Because I just realized it was your Kotian's, but that should be your bed. And this is Daphne's bed. That's right. The one she shares with the ghost of her father-in-law. Okay. Nice. They're going to sleep. Daphne, when you're done, maybe we can invite over... Have I already said it? Yes. Invite Luther. You need to make a good impression on him. Especially because this house doesn't have a High Lord right now. I seriously feel as though you should be in royalty's good graces. Because if they want... Like, this is when you could fall rock bottom. This is when you could hit rock bottom. And then they'll just throw all of this away. It must be rough for Daphne. She doesn't even have, like, a teenage spare to help her out. And I feel like she got married. She did. She got married a lot later in life. And that's why they only ended up having one child, she and Diamond, and why Serena is still a child when, Diamond's deceased and Daphne's an elder. In their parents' time, the children were born, like, a lot earlier. So by the time, they were elders, they had teenagers to help out in the household. And they already had kind of an heir ready when the High Lord or Lady passed away. Things are kind of different. Also, I'm noticing this thing here that's irritating me now. Like, what is going... How have I never noticed this before? Like, what is... I have never noticed that before. That the staircase had, like, that extra bit of railing going. Huh. How silly of me. I feel like no one's pointed that out either, though. Okay. Did we just drop the trap? Probably. Okay, where is Luther? You were all the way there. My goodness. Okay, well, Luther, we're gonna go and, what do we want to do? Chat. Okay. Let's chat with him. Sims 3 is the one with, like, a chat option, right? Luther, where you going, bud? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I suppose we just want to talk to you about potion mishaps. Yes. Why not? Let's talk about potion mishaps. Although I feel like that would be a very strange thing. Like, how would Daphne know that these potion stuff is going on? She wouldn't. Maybe that's just a random conversation she's having with Luther. But I wonder how Luther would take it. Because, you know, he's recently used a potion on his wife. So that would be interesting. But also, if Samara has cheating tendencies, then I don't know if her giving her heart to Luther would stop that. I mean, yes, she is absolutely in love with Luther right now, but that doesn't mean she won't be in love with multiple people. Speaking of Samara, look at her. Hi! She's in great shape for giving birth to triplets. Just saying. Just saying. But did she come to visit us? Did she come to visit? I don't think so. I think she just jogged past. That's okay. Where is Luther? Luther's like waiting all the way here. By the temple. He's waiting near the temple. Well, let's go talk to him. I wonder how he would react. Would he be sensitive about that? Would people say anything about it if they found out that Samara's love for him isn't genuine? That it is, you know, it's been forced. Like, he's bewitched her. Yeah, she was affectionate of him, but she wasn't entirely emotionally committed. And he said bye. He said hi, and then he said bye. Well then, Luther. Okay, fine then. Leave, if you will. We're just gonna head back home and be sad because we don't have, like, anyone to talk to. We really don't. Okay, you go back home. The little one is like, I feel ready to kind of wake up. Is there anything she wants to do or anyone she wants to interact with maybe? Serena? Serena! Can I help you, honey? Is there anyone you want to be friends with? Also, because our royal, like our high prince and his siblings are too young, we don't have a youth group for the, like, these guys just yet. I like the royal heirs to be in charge of the youth groups. So we kind of have to wait for them to grow up a little bit before it becomes a thing. But I am going to leave these guys for a bit. Once we have something more exciting going on, maybe some other whims to work on, then we'll jump back in and see how everyone's going. Okay, we are back a couple hours later, and we have stuff to do, because guess who is coming to visit us? I'm surprised by this, because does Daphne know this kid? Daphne is not acquainted with him, and neither is Serena. Literally, Serena only knows her parents in the witch community, and, like, no one else. But this kid, Master Harold Nullbot, the I don't know what born, because he, like, his family has so many kids at this point, but he's coming over to visit these guys, which is very fascinating to me, and at the same time, Daphne over here wants to flirt with his mother. Yep. Lady Valena. Flirt with Lady Valena. She wants to do that. Are you friends with Lady Valena? Ah, maybe that's why he came to visit, because Daphne's friends with his mother. Regardless. Fascinating. But let's invite in. We are going to give a friendly introduction to this kid. And, you know, as the only lady of the house at this point, let's go ahead, invite him. And actually, let's take a look at him as well, because this kid, I haven't seen him in a while. Okay, so these are the dark blue eyes that I was talking about with the witches. But he's adorable, isn't he? He's got the freckles, and, you know, she has the freckles. Do you reckon there could be something going on there, maybe? He looks so sad. Why are you so... Did you know Diamond? Oh! Oh my goodness. I just realized, guys. I just realized nothing can happen between him and Serena because Serena's his cousin. I am so... Oh my goodness. Oopsie doopsies. My bad. My bad. I just realized, I was like, why is he sad? And then I was like, why does he... In my brain, I was like, why does he have freckles? And then I realized, Diamond has freckles. Valena, I think, has freckles. And Valena is actually Diamond's sister. So I forget about these relationships sometimes, guys. These families are quite big. And, you know, she's been a nullbot for ages. Kind of forgot she was a sister before that. But yes, Diamond is his uncle. That's why he has freckles. Diamond is his uncle, and that's why he's sad. That's how those 2 points connected in my brain. But yeah, this is, well, Daphne's, I suppose, nephew through marriage. And this is Serena's cousin. So, you know, you should probably meet your cousin and speak to him. So let's give a friendly introduction to Cousin Harold. Let's go do that. Come on, don't be all prissy. Go talk to him. You have no friends, honey. You need friends. One of your friends is a ghost. You need friends. And I feel like your parents haven't been the best example in the world of people to look up to. Wait a second. Daphne, are you flirting with your sister-in-law? Do you want to flirt with your sister-in-law? Oh my goodness. Hold on a second. Confirmation! That is her cousin. Yes. Okay. There we go. There we go. My brain was screwed on right. Okay. Can we look at... If we go here. Yeah. See, look! Valena is his sister. Her family is very much alive. And she has... Look at this. 5 kids, and I'm pretty sure she's pregnant. I am pretty sure she's pregnant, and she just hasn't given birth yet. With her 6th child. But, and I think after that, they won't be able to have any more kids because the house will literally be full. Too full to have more kids. But Emmerich is the oldest. He's the heir. Then they have Soren, Nalbot. Yes, then they have Soren. And is this right? It might be. Then I think it was Anora. Or was it Marina? I feel like these ones are mixed up. I feel like something here is mixed up. Is Harold really the youngest? Something tells me he isn't the youngest. I feel like he isn't. I feel like this is the... Hold on a second. I feel like this is the proper birth order. I feel like it's Emmerich, Soren, then Marina, Harold, and then Anora? I have no clue, guys. They have a lot of kids, is basically the story going on there. But why don't you invite over Valena? Oh my goodness, she's gonna starve. You should probably, you know, eat some food. Let's go eat some food. Let's call everyone to meal. Let's just get everyone to eat food. Because we don't want a scary incident. We don't want a scary incident. Let's go have some raspberry pie. There we go. Sit down. Tell the kids to come over and eat. Be a nice whole family. And then invite over your friend, Valena. Actually, she's somewhere here. Where is she? Valena, I see you. Yep, there we go. She just hasn't had her 6th baby yet. But she is expectant. We established this when she came over to the royal palace. And Daphne, since when have you had a flirtation with King Elrond? When the heck did that happen? She's been flirting with Elrond? What? Oh, that's right. There's so many details, like I'm just remembering all of a sudden. I'm pretty sure Elrond invited him over to... Like, you know, Elrond invited her over to his palace, and they were flirting, and Rune was sad. Yeah, I remember that. I think that was the episode where we started shipping Rune with, the Ramong girl, whose name I cannot remember. Dawn, yes. That was the episode we started shipping them two together. Okay, well, Geez, why don't you, after you're done eating, of course, come over and flirt with Valena, who is like so far away. I don't know how you're gonna get to her. Did you finish eating? Maybe you can take another serving. Have another serving of pie. Actually, hold on. Let Valena walk. Have another serving of pie. Because that was not enough food for you. That was not enough sustenance. How are you going? Oh, look at her. She's being so nice. She's the heiress. She doesn't really have to go ahead and collect her cousin's plate because her cousin is only, what, 3rd, 4th, 5th born? I don't remember. Her cousin is essentially not in line, so she doesn't have to serve him this way, but, you know, she's just being nice. She's being nice. And Daphne, stop it. Daphne, stop it. Go home. Go home, Daphne. Daphne refuses to listen to me, guys. Daphne, you don't know what you want. Right now, I'm telling you, you want raspberry pie, okay? Let's go eat some pie. Don't worry about Valena. We can grab Valena later. Laters. Right now, you just need to feed yourself. So we'll let her feed herself. And Serena's sitting here playing chess. Harold, do you want to come play chess with your genius cousin? Do you want to come? No, you're going to be mean to the little teddy bear. Oh, I mean, that's not a little teddy bear. That's a huge teddy bear. But yes, come outside. Let's spend some time with your cousin. Let's chat with her. Let's play some chess. So she can kind of show her genius nature. So she can feel some sense of gratification from beating you in chess. I wonder how... It must be so different, like their perspectives and, you know, because of their upbringing. I feel like Serena grew up more privileged in Ciccar in terms of the resources they had and the wealth of the kingdom, but she, I feel like, would have been very lonely. Because like I said, her parents had terrible personalities, and also, she was an only child. Whereas with Harold, I mean, their kingdom, I always feel, isn't the richest necessarily. They're almost more kind of dangerous, military-esque. But his parents married very young, and they had lots of children, so he grew up with a ton of siblings. And, like, his parents are just the sweetest people with the most loving personalities. So, I feel like they would have very different perspectives about things. What do you guys think? That's just kind of something that crossed my mind. Okay, now we can track down Valena. Let's invite Valena. Actually, we don't have to track her down. We can just invite her over straight away. Since she's not frolicking around the world as it is. Let's invite her to come visit. Hopefully the kids don't get angry when you jump her. Hopefully. Yes, she's gonna be right over. Excellent. Now we can just wait by the gate for her to show up. I wonder where she's gonna show up. Is it gonna be right here? Surely, right? Like right there. Daphne's getting tired though. She's been up for a bit now. She's getting quite exhausted. Well, you also have stuff to fix. Like, you have to fix. You gotta repair this. You gotta repair that. Oh, she's walking on in. Nice. Where did you spawn, honey? I don't know where she spawned, but, like, she is walking in now. She looks really happy, though. She looks really happy. Well, that's good. She must be happy. Like, I feel like her family have never really had any problems. Like, their kingdom has had a ton of problems, but they've always been relatively happy. And even, like, her in-laws, I mean, her parents had problems in their marriage. Her father was really obsessive and stuff. But her in-laws, they were great. They were great examples of a married couple. And her marriage has been exactly that, just like her in-laws' marriage. Oh my goodness, this is so cute! Guys, this is the table. I mean, this is the study room of the estate, and this is the table that I feel like all the high lords and ladies sit at, especially when, you know, they're welcoming guests, or they're trying to say something important, or convey information, or make decisions and declarations. like, this is where Alysanne sat when she kind of told Diamond that he should get his ish together and he needs to take Daphne out on dates. And I feel like Diamond would have sat here maybe to welcome some other people in. And now, just on her own, Serena went and sat there to welcome flippin' Velena and Harold. Oh my goodness, this is just too cool. I mean, she's too young right now, but I think she's actually, because she's a genius, she's probably smart enough to know that there is like a power vacuum in their family, and people will start looking down on them for that. And her mother cannot replace, their father. So even though she's too young to take over right now, she is kind of showing her authority just a little bit by acting as though, like she is in charge. Which is so cute! Just look at this. This is adorable. Okay, Velena's here. She probably told Harold to go home because he's been here the whole day. But this is where Daphne's gonna come on in and she's gonna flirt with Velena. Although, I feel like anyone who has tried to do this with Velena, it always backfires on them. Because Velena is like so happy in her own marriage. She's like not interested in anyone else, anywhere else. So, let's see. Is she gonna have sympathy for Daphne's loneliness? I don't know. Let's see, Daphne. Is your sister-in-law going to have sympathy for you and put up with this? And also, is your daughter going to put up with this? I mean, she's still talking to the ghost of her father, so I don't imagine she'll take to it too kindly. Oh? Okay, well, maybe Velena has some sympathy for her. Because, her brother recently died, and give a massage. Well, I don't know if... Can you even do that? Like, we don't have anything to give massages with. And it's not even in here as an option, really. What is happening? You're confessing your attraction to Velena? Are you in your right mind? What? Velena? Velena's like, well, yes, I am quite enticing. I've had 5 kids with Dorian, so obviously I am enticing. Oh, this is the 6th one. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're doing this autonomously. I initiated what the whim told me to do, and now this is autonomous. But Daphne is like... You know what? I feel like the Rama Dust females have this stigma around them. Like the Kendrika stigma, of being with too many people at once. Or not being faithful in their marriages, or taking their partners for granted. And Daphne has definitely inherited that from her mother. For sure. But okay, she's going to take a nap. She's like really, really tired. Actually, instead of a nap, come here. Relieve yourself. Go take a steamy shower. And then go just head to bed. Because like you are really, really exhausted. And I don't feel like you should be staying awake. And then you, okay, she's gonna tend to her own needs. Do you have homework to do? I think, has she already finished? She might have finished her homework. She did, look at that. Look at that. We didn't even have to do much with Serena. She has it all under control. I wonder if she'd want to come and play chess with her aunt. Would you be interested, maybe? In playing chess with your aunt, perhaps? But anyways, guys, I feel like this was a really good kind of catch-up that we had with the family of Ciccar and kind of the changes that have happened. And obviously, that little instance with Luther and his story with Samara. I feel like that was really cool that we got to see. It's opened up, some questions for us, for sure, going forward. But I think we're going to move on to the next noble family when we come back in the next episode. We're going to jump to the noble family of Siddeley, which lives kind of across from these guys. And they're also facing a similar situation, actually. Because I'm pretty sure the head of their house, Calypso, she's died. So now it's literally Marquise and their 2 daughters. And they like it's the same as Serena. They're too young to take on the mantle of leadership right now. So we'll have to see how that pans out. Like, how is Marquise dealing with it? How the girls dealing with it? And like, you know, who they want to connect with. All those kind of things is going to be very, very interesting and fascinating, I feel like, to find out. As for when the next episode is coming out, guys, I'm not entirely sure at this point. Okay, like I said, with the Royal Witch Kingdoms, I was taking a bit of a break, and I really only came back because Yuna Suzu really wanted to use this potion on Luther. So I was like, okay, we'll do it. We will do it. But apart from that, like, if they had decided to use the potion of Vampire Amazon, we probably wouldn't have had this episode. So thank them for that. So I'm not entirely sure when the next one will be. It depends what I'm focusing on. Like, I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna work more on Fairy Amazon and have that come out along with, you know, the Vampire Amazon for next month's content. Because this is, like, I think the last week of content for Feb. For Feb? No, for March. Jeez. For March. And then we're moving on to the next month. We're moving on to April. So I'm not entirely sure if you're going to have the same setup as March. If I'm going to have, like, Fairy Amazon and Vampire Amazon. Or if I'm going to have something else that I want to do, maybe. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. But anyways, let me know what you guys think. Like, what do you like? There's no guarantee that I'm going to, you know, go ahead with what you guys suggest, but just so that I can gauge everyone's feelings. What kind of, like, what are you wanting to see on the channel? Vampire Amazon is, like, an obvious, I feel like, because I want to flip and see that. Like, I'm always so eager to play it. But, let me know in terms of, like, Royal Witch Kingdoms, Fairy Amazon, Niche, even Wilder Myth, like, what kind of stuff do you guys want to see? But okay, with that said and done, I am going to leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.